Hey YouTube, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at my portfolio and the update of the stocks that I've purchased in the past week and a half, and me spending about $700 actually on a lot of these stocks, mostly because they have dropped because of either bad news or earnings, and I'll get into exactly which one for the reasons why. And if you guys are interested in investing and have always wanted to and don't know how, I promise you it is extremely easy. You guys can use one of the links down below for Robinhood or Webull. I use Robinhood just because of how easy it is to use and how simple they make it. And it's one of the best looking actually kind of apps that they have out there. And I promise you, if you are a beginning user, you will love it. Link down below if you guys want to. You get a free stock. It is completely free. You do not get charged for selling or buying stocks. Completely free. So without any more intro on that, I'm going to dive right into my phone, pull it up right here so you can take a look at it and you guys can see what I purchased. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, my phone is right here, and this is what my portfolio is looking at, about $14,353. I did add some more money on top of what I have spent, but we're just going to go over as far as like the day, the week, the month, and so on and so forth as far as how my portfolio is doing throughout this whole situation that we are in. So the day we're doing okay, up $95. 1 week up $485, and that's about 3.5%. 1 month down $152. 3 months down 3.75%, $559. 1 year up 36.27%, up $3,818. And the all-time about up 40%, up $4,100. That's where I'm currently at overall. This whole pandemic that we are in and whatnot has hurt my portfolio, but overall not as bad as I expected it to be hurt. But overall the market I think is officially up as of yesterday, so that kind of is an interesting thing. Even with all the unemployment, everything going on, just it's a little odd. So be very careful if you do plan on investing. Be very cautious in your decisions, but it never hurts to start investing now. There's a lot of companies, especially the ones I'm going to discuss and that I have been talking about over and over, that are great prices to purchase, especially if you plan on investing for 3 to 10 years. But a lot of these you'll see a pretty decent return in probably at least 5 years, if not sooner. I just like to kind of put out a little longer, and hopefully it happens sooner. So the first stock we're looking at is Carnival Cruise Lines. As you can see right here, it's at $13.76, and my average cost is $11.09. I'm up 24%. That's not really that much considering it's only $53, but I do plan on purchasing a little bit more. I did buy 10 more shares. I have it right here at $13.82, so a little bit more above where it was at, about 10 shares of that a couple days ago. And that right there, just because they did go down, they were up to $16, almost $17, and I figured that was a good time to purchase. And a little bit less than where it's at now, and I probably will add maybe a little bit more, especially if it gets close to that $10 mark. But as of right now, I'm gonna leave it alone and we'll see where it goes. So the next stock that we're gonna be talking about is Norwegian Cruise Lines. This one is at $12.25. I bought, let's see, I bought 30 shares and I bought 5 shares at $13.89. 10 shares at $13.06, and another 5 shares at $11.72. And pretty much why this whole, I bought so many, or 3 different kind of times, was that overall it got to about $17, and I purchased when it was kind of on the way up around, I think, again, like around that $14 mark. Then it dropped Monday or Tuesday because there was a whole issue of them needing to raise money, and they did, and a lot of these companies are raising money are not necessarily the best as far as for the investors, because it's kind of usually before this all happened they could get cheap money basically as far as on the interest and how they're doing it, and also a bit harder just because of the whole situation. So usually it's not the best thing for them to need to raise money at this time, because they're not in the best position, if that makes sense. So now that right there hurt their stocks a lot because they needed money and they didn't need money. It was a whole thing. They went up last week almost like 34%, and then Monday or Tuesday went down like a whole 24%. So that's why I also bought some at $11.72. I bought a little bit more, I should say. And now I'm owning 80 shares. I am still currently down. Oh no, I am up on this one. I thought I was down. I'm up 8.2% or 22%. And I'm only $74. And my average is $11.30. I do plan on buying about 20 more, just have an even 100 shares, and you do get benefits. I think they're still doing it. If you own 100 shares of Norwegian, then you do get onboard credit if you do buy, or if you do go on a cruise to them. Sure, I won't do it anytime soon, but maybe in the future, so that's kind of cool. And that's kind of, Norwegian is one of my biggest investments as far as what I plan on kind of working out for me. The whole debt situation is a little risky, or is really risky actually, but I don't mind as far as the kind of the potential of where I could see the money getting, or how much money I could get back in anywhere between about 3 to 5 years. so I'm not really too worried about it. The next sector I did purchase is American Airlines. This one is probably the least that I'm excited about, to be honest with you. And most likely once I start making a little bit of money on this or get to even, I'll probably sell most of these shares. I currently own 50 shares at $12.19. It's at $9.88. A lot of the other numbers and just situations, and pretty much one of the biggest reasons is Warren Buffett selling all of his airlines. I think Delta, American, Southwest, pretty much sold every single one out of his portfolio, and that hurt a lot for a lot of the airline companies, because if Warren Buffett does it, you know, he is the best, or like everyone looks up to. If he sells it, a lot of other people will out of their portfolio, and I think that also is a huge factor. I'm not totally counting them out just because of how essential, especially companies like Delta and American Airlines are, but I just wish I would have invested maybe in something a little bit else as far as the potential I could make on the money. This one I think it is a little bit risky, but I don't think as risky as, let's say, Norwegian Cruise Lines. But that's where I'm currently at. I'm down 19%. That's a little bit better than I was yesterday. But overall, I do plan on still making money on this. I just have to wait it out. It's just the amount of money I could make compared to others is what I'm not totally happy about, because the highest it was 1 year ago is about $30, and that could take quite a bit of time to get back to. And now the last one that I did spend money on is going to be Save. I bought, let's see, about 30 more shares. I bought 10 at $12.56 and then 20 at $10.01. And that right there, just because they dropped so much. The biggest reason why for them dropping is because they missed on their earnings. People with this whole situation going on already kind of pretty much lowered what their expectations were, but they did still even miss what they were aiming for, and that really hurt them a ton, especially with the whole selling of all airlines and the situation. Since they are a smaller airline, they don't get as much relief from the government, and that also, there's a lot of factors kind of working against them. But you also have to imagine they are a smaller company, so they don't have to spend as much. It's still very risky, but there is a lot of potential. And usually Spirit Airlines is not maybe one that a lot of businesses will use, like maybe like American Airlines, United, stuff like that is what big companies will use. But Spirit Airlines, I think, are really essential for like people going on vacation on a budget. And this is one of the airlines that are still essential, especially for, let's say, the average consumer, average people not going on business trips or just want a cheaper way to fly. They are essential, so I do believe they will make it through. And they just missed on their earnings, and probably for the next 2 earnings, it is going to be a little rough. But after everything gets a little bit better, more things kind of get in place. People are, based on what I've been hearing and what a lot of people have been speculating, it would take about 2 to 3 years to get back to where the flights were in 2019, which were like record highs. So we'll see. I do believe in it. I own 70 shares. I will probably buy more, especially because I'm losing money. I'm down 14.59%. $10.18 is, to me, a great price to purchasing it at, and that's why I bought 20 at $10.01. I'll probably buy a little bit more, but we will see. And that right there is kind of just the update of me and what I've purchased this week. I'm really excited to see what's going on next week, as far as not necessarily earnings, but how everything's going to react, if everything's going to bounce back. I do have a few options for Spirit Airlines to go back up. I have all the way till September. I have no doubt that it will get back up to how much I wanted it to for my options. But that's something definitely to take a look into. Microsoft is making moves, and their stock's been doing really well overall. And that's one that I'm very excited to actually keep a look at. I did play some options on that, made some money this week, but we will see about next week. American Airlines too, kind of to see how they are going to go, and with Spirit Airlines next week. I think since Spirit had such a bad week this week, just with earnings, next week it'll be a little bit better, but it also depends on the overall market. But those are the top ones I'm looking at: American Airlines, Spirit Airlines, and Microsoft for next week, and see how they're kind of performing. I'll make a video, keep you guys updated on what I'm purchasing, what I'm selling. Hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Please subscribe if you like this content. I try to make at least 1 video a week, and I do plan on posting a lot more. I think you guys like the videos. Comment down below if you like me more purchasing them live while I'm on my phone. Now with everything going on, everything moving so quickly, I'd be making several videos a day sometimes with how much I'll be purchasing the stocks. So I'm trying to stay more away from that, trying to kind of buy them at the best prices so I don't have to make a video every time, and then just kind of let you guys know on what I am buying. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.